Oh, I'm allegedly live. Who knows? Man, looks like YouTube have changed the way their apps work, and it's no longer something I can just simply click from inside the camera. Now I've got to use the little YouTube live app, etc. So bear with me, and hopefully this will all work out fabulously well. And if it doesn't, we'll go to plan B, whatever that may be. So, welcome back to the big board. Hope whoever ends up joining us will have the opportunity to share and participate in comments. I've got to work out the new interface on the app, but give me a minute. So if you're joining in, say hi, and I'll see if I can see comments. In the meantime, I will introduce you to this game. It's from Revolution Games. It's a reprint from, I think, K2 Publishing. It's one of the magazine games. I forget the name of the magazine again. And in fact, I did this when I did the YouTube video on the shrink rip. I couldn't remember it was Panzer Krieg or something like that. And anyway, it's a series of 3 or 4 games, Japanese in origin. And this game is called Red Typhoon. And so I'm currently in turn 6. And as you can see, the poor old Soviets have not done particularly well. And we'll kind of walk through the system a little bit, and I'll show you how things work, but we'll actually play game turn 6 in just a second, because it's a very, very straightforward game. It's a quite a simple and somewhat elegant little system. It uses the concept of action points or action chits to activate various groups or formations of divisions. And I see a whole bunch of messages flashing by me very quickly here. So let me see if I can check in and see what's going on. Show live chat messages. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here we go. I see. Crunch. All right, I see Mike Curtis. Hello, Mike. Roger. John. Christopher. Tony. What up, dog? Tony, thanks. No, I did not get that picture out of my head. Your naked, hairy butt is not something I want to see. And I believe, yes, it's from Command Magazine. Thank you, Braxton. Braxton's always like the man with the details. He's always a good guy to have on the video, kind of compensating for my lack of knowledge on pretty much everything. So, here's what we do. Soviets go first, and there are these action points. And we place them on this little track over here, and I will just move the camera ever so slightly. And we have group N, K, WR, WL, B, and AP, and you put the stack here, and then you put them on as you need them. I like to plan my turn out, so I lay them all out so I know how many I have and what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do this turn, actually. So I clearly, down in the south here, I've got issues everywhere, actually, with this game. Is that light going to bother? I think it is. I think we can get by without that. We'll get the kind of reflective light going on here. Okay. So the Russians are obviously the sort of pale yellow-looking dudes. I guess it's a faux tan color. And it's very interesting. The messages are flipping up here. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? I wish they would just stay. Okay, so I need to move Group B, and I do know the abbreviations for all these groups, but like I said, I just decided to go live just a few minutes ago. I'm just going to turn this light off. This light's annoying the crap out of me. So let's do that. Is that too dark? You know what? Too bad. If it is. So we're going to move Group B. So I'll put the camera over here for you. So I'm going to move Group B. I'm going to look at the 50th Army and 33rd Army. I've got to start doing something with these guys as well. So I'm going to have to move those at the very least. And I'm going to have to move WR, the Western region, I think that is. I forget what these are. Now K, Group K is going to be all the way up here. And they have a little bit of an opportunity around here to try and bust through and get into these VP zones. And we'll talk about the VP zones in a second. You can probably see that there's 2 different colors, right, of VP zone, and that there's a reason for that. Some points four that the Germans own, and others points that the red ones are the points that the Soviets accrue, but we'll get into that. So then we might put a move and an attack on them. And then the most northern section here, I was mainly moving them to kind of draw reserve units up here. And I think that's done that job, so we're not going to worry about anything right now. Actually, I will move them. I've also got a couple of spare APs up here, which is probably part of the problem. I've got too many spare action points. I was banking some because the action point track up here starts out with the Soviets having 7 and the Germans having 4. And it kind of migrates along, and the Soviets stay at 7, and the Germans eventually catch up, I think, and they get to 6 or something like that. So then it becomes a little bit more of an even fight between the two groups. And I'm going to put, I think we have to kind of get a little more aggressive as the Soviets. Soviets, I don't see how they're going to win this game, but we're going to keep playing anyway. So I think we're going to attack down in the WL as well, and we'll put that factor there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to grab one of these guys, and for no reason other than it will be fun, put another attack in. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to... Oh, wow, this is really awkward to see. Hey, I see some other interesting folks here. Hello, everyone. Good to see folks. Hey, Mike. All right, okay, and David, good to see you, David. Let's go. First thing I'm going to do is I've got this partisan unit that we want to place. We roll a die, roll a 2. So he goes into this woods here because it has a 2 on it, and there are other sections of woods that have numbers on them, 1 through 6, and I can put this guy anywhere in the woods, and I believe it's anywhere adjacent to this too. So I'm going to pop him right there, and this is immediately going to give me an opportunity to try and capture Smolensk or Yatsevo. I find it a little incongruous that, you know, a little 2-3 partisan unit is going to just roll in and take Smolensk, which is 8 VPs. That's why we've got these reserve units in the background here, because they've been running around knocking out partisans, and they serve a good function for the Soviets because it keeps these guys busy and keeps them away from the front. Historically, what happened, the Germans held this line fairly well, but their flanks collapsed, I believe, and 4th Panzer and 2nd Panzer down here spent a lot of time running around as a fire brigade, blocking holes and killing bad guys. So that is if you think the Soviets are bad guys, and that's just a rhetorical comment. Doesn't mean I think the Soviets are bad guys, because, you know, they were on the good guys' side. Nevertheless, here we are. And in case you're wondering, it's winter 42, so it's, you know, the January-February time frame, I believe. Let me just double check that. What month? Did I actually talk about the months? Yeah, January 42. So sweet. So this is right after the failed Operation Typhoon stuff. Okay, I'm just going to check comments again. Anyone saying anything interesting? No, you're not. Hello, Devon. Not that you're not interesting. So let's start. We move first. Probably should open up sequence of play just in case I foobar this. So we do the activation points, and then we move. And so what I do when I play, you know, with all of my 5 turns of experience, I grab the move chit, and I move all these guys first. But you can move them in any order you want. If you find there's some reason for you to move them out of sequence, you can. So you just, you know, I just pop these up, and then I know they're moved, right? So we're going to move the units in the B sector first, and down here we finally captured Orel last turn, and the main reason why this guy got retreated here, I know he didn't, he was sitting here. The main reason why we captured it is because we isolated a 2nd Panzer unit, this dude, and they decided to attack out with the support of this, or another unit. Where was it? It must have been here, and he did retreat to there. And they had to retreat. I had to retreat too, that's right. And so they had to retreat, you're isolated, you're surrounded in Zox, you can't retreat, you die. Pretty straightforward, right? And this dude just retreated 2 hexes, and so we've now captured Aurel. So we're gonna just march directly through Aurel. No bonus for road movement if you have a black movement rate. It's only if you have white movement rates. Can you see that shit? I'm sorry if you can't. And by the way, this is not family friendly. I'm not in the mood for it today. White movement rates. What is that car? Okay, I'm going to have to pause here for 1 second so that I can intercept people. White movement rates will give you a doubled movement. I'll be right back. See, I can't complain. It was my wife, and she brought me a package, which is always a good thing. Okay, we'll look at that later. Okay, so movement, and I told you these were mechanized and they get double on the roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys, and these guys 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just move into here because we just want to prevent this chap from kind of circling around and trying to capture any hexes and do that kind of lone wolf BS. That would be lame. And this is where I'll jump into the WL group and I'll just pop him down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that'll prevent him going anywhere. He's now kind of isolated. We might attack him next turn. We might not. I'm more interested in getting up to Bryansk and capturing it, even though it is heavily defended, and I really don't have enough forces down here. So that's most of what these guys are going to do, except for this chap. I think he's going to soldier on and at least put a little bit of pressure on Bryansk. He's got 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5 to there. You know what? We can maybe do this 2, 3 to there. And we'll attack this unit here, and if we get a good result, maybe we can squeak in there. I hope you guys can see that okay. Comments. Wow, this is I really prefer the old system. All right, looks like you guys are all having a good old time. Having a good old time talking amongst yourself. And I can't see these comments as they pop up, unfortunately. So and then the phone is getting very hot as well. This is not as efficient energy-wise as I'd hoped. Well, I've now opened up a gap here with these WL units, so we're gonna, but we've got to press the attack, and I'm gonna have to take some chances here. We're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5 to there, 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and I'm going to split these guys. I guess we can get a little closer for you, huh? There we go. Split these guys and reinforce from here, perhaps. Shetsky, we're really not done a good job as a Soviet player. I was a little tentative in the opening moves, and I'm paying the price for that. I think you just got to kind of bum rush these guys to win this particular little battle. So we picked up 2 VPs up. You can't see. We picked up 2 VPs here, captured Meden, but not much else. So I'm gonna go in for a penny, in for a pound. We're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. 2, and then these guys are going to go 1, 2. Zones are not sticky, so once you're in it, you stop, but then you can leave. You can, next move you can leave and then come back in. So let's keep track of our attacks. We're going to attack there. We're going to attack here, and we might attack down there. All right. The Germans are actually threatening me here just a little bit. And it's a little bit problematic. We're going to attack here for sure. And I'm going to actually have to pull a unit out of here up here. And now we're up into the WR, so I'm going to move the WR chit to let us know that we've started moving those units. And he's going to come out 2, 4, 4, 6 to here, because I've left this tract open, and I'm going to take a guy from up in the B section. No, K section, sorry. And bring him down to help out. 2, 4, 5, 6, not enough. Here we go, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll slow any potential push here. Auto victory for the Germans if they capture all of the supply zones. Not fun. Oh, the feed is cutting out, is it? Oh, that sucks. All right. Well, I'm kind of zoomed in too, so sorry about that. We'll have to source another app, which means that the quality on when it's posted to YouTube, assuming it goes to YouTube, will be any good. Okay, so movement, we're good. Can I shuffle these guys around? I bet you I can. But dangerously, so no. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm going to have to leave that shit there. Okay, now here. Let's see. I got 12. Oh, yeah, I've got 11 in that hex. Well, let's try and take care of a little bit of business here. What if we did this? What if we did this? 3, 6, that's 10. Shit. You know, we're just going to have to go for it. 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, 4, and these guys 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll hit these guys up here. So I'm gonna run out of little red blocks. I'm gonna hit that guy, and we're gonna hit that guy. Stacking is 2 for the Germans, 2 for the Soviets, 3 for the Germans. Alright, and I left N. I need group N to move as well, which is way up here in the north. I'm going to try moving the camera much less and more slowly. Maybe that'll help with the buffering. I also know that I have 2 kids playing computer games upstairs as well, alive, doing their thing. So that's probably chewing up a bit of bandwidth. But let's see. Here's an opportunity here. And I said move only, didn't I? Shit. Alright, well, let's try and take care of business here. 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. See, now this guy's isolated. He can't move. You get a +1 on the die roll there if we attack. It's all goodness there. But I don't have an attack AP allocated to those guys, but they will do that next turn. Alright, so now we just resolve combat, and we might as well start. I can't attack here. I can attack here. Nope, I can't because he does not have an activation point, and we would not 10 here. We're not going to have enough to get 3 to 1 on him, so let's do that attack as well. So we'll do this guy here. Okay. 10, 16, 24 to 8, I imagine. Yep. 24 to 8. It's going to be 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Where's the die? Hello, hello, here we go. 3 to 1. Looks like he's in the woods, I think. Yep, so we're going to get a -1 on the die roll. A roll of 5. That's actually a decent roll for the Soviets for a change. 5 becomes a 4, and it goes down into DR2, and a DR2 is just they have to retreat to. Now the attacker gets to define the retreat, and I'm going to push them to here. 1, 2. And we will now advance after combat. The white unit, the white combat factor means that I can advance an additional hex, and I believe I can ignore zones of control. So we can pop to the second hex. So now we're starting to push through here. This might cause these guys to pull back this turn. Now, because he retreated from a combat result, he gets flipped over and he's disrupted, which means he won't move next turn, but he will then flip over to his normal side at the end of the German's turn. Okay, we have another attack here. 6 and 8. That's 6 and, what did I say? 6, 16, 19, 23. Oh, you bastard, just short. So that's 2 to 1. I roll the 2 on a 2 to 1, and I think he's in the woods there. Yes, 2 to 1 in the woods. It's going to drop it down to what? AR. So he's now going to retreat. Now all these guys back off 1, and I get to retreat them. As in the Germans. So we'll just do this. No advance after combat when you're the defender, obviously. Oh shit, you can see that. Well, there you go. There's your attack. Sorry about that. It was here. Here, these 3 hexes attack this hex. I've got you zoomed in a little bit, so I apologize for that. All right. 9 here. No, 6. Shoot. 10. Okay. 9 and 8. 17. 20. Sorry, 17. That's 24. 30 something. So that is going to give us a 3 to 1. Roll the 1. Fuck. These guys actually get a -2, so the die roll, well, it goes to a 0, but it's attack or retreat. The Soviets just can't catch a break. It's just really foobard. Really is. Look at that whole section. Now, it doesn't matter, right? Because they're all going to get flipped over this turn anyway. It's the end of their turn, they're disrupted, they get flipped back over. It's the Germans that, when they get disrupted, when they're attacked. It doesn't matter. Let's carry on. That's just freaking annoying. It's very hard to get better than 3 to 1 odds in this game. Here, we might get 3 to 1. I've got 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 5 to 1 odds on this one with a -2. 5 to 1 with a -2. 1 for the river, one for the woods, and I rolled a 2 again. Is it 2? Did I say 5 to 1 with a 2, -2, right? It's an exchange. Ouch. Okay, so we'll lose. It's the 5th German unit we've lost. That's 1 VP for the Soviets. They've got to take a loss. They'll just lose a guy. Does it have to be equivalent? That I don't know. It just says a unit, I believe. Let's see very quickly. Yeah, every time a message pops up on the screen here, it shows, the screen flashes. That might be causing a problem. Exchanges, hello? Yeah, just says 1 unit. So I'll lose the weakest unit, which was what? One of these two, right? No, it's this guy. And then this guy goes and stays here. Well, we can advance into the hex. That big honking first shock army's got to come off next turn if I'm going to lose more VPs. So that's that hex. Now this hex here, I got a 2 to 1 attack here. Now's where I need a 6. Come on. Okay, a 5. But it's -2, so it becomes a 3. Did I say 2 to 1? Yeah, 2 to 1. Becomes a 3. It's a contact. That's unbelievable. Alright. This is when you start to fail your morale roll, when you start taking sketchy attacks. That's going to be -2 on that die roll for a 3 to 1. Sorry, for a 2 to 1. I need a 6, baby. A 5 becomes a 3. That's a contact. I'm going to check the comments in a minute just in case you're asking some sort of intelligent question. I got a 3 to 1 down the bottom here, right here. 5 again. Mother pus bucket. That's a contact as well. Come on. All right. Oh, no, it's only -1, so it's a 4 DR1. So I will retreat him to here, to here. I'm not putting my head in that noose. Or am I? Maybe I am. There we go. Advance into isolation. How's that? All right. That's a German turn. Sorry, that's an Axis. Fuck. I'll get it right eventually. That is a Soviet turn. So now we flip all the Soviet units over that were disrupted, because that's what happens at the end of the turn. That's the last thing you do. So even though they attacked and they retreated, they all get flipped back over to their regular combat side. So you can't actually attack a disrupted unit. So it doesn't affect you when it happens to you on the offense. It just affects you when you have to retreat as the defender. Okay, so now I'm going to shift the camera around a little bit and try not to bounce around too much. I've got 5 AP to use against for these formations over here. I'm going to check comments real quick. Rules are 7 or 8 pages. I'm just looking down the list here. Old school, blah blah blah. Vodka, something about vodka, don't know. Is this anything like the Russian campaign? No, it's not. It's a operational battle, and it's much smaller. Now, you guys are talking about other stuff, so I'm not sure what you're talking about here. It's hard to read all these messages. They keep disappearing on me. Hey, John Connor, good to see you. Can you say hi to Gavin and it will blow his mind? Hello, Gavin, it will blow your mind. Gavin, your mind is officially blown. Hello. Okay. Patrick Spring, good to see you, my friend. All right, now, I need a little sip of my juice here. Watermelon and lemonade. Handmade watermelon juice. That might have some vodka in it. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to have to move the reserve guys to deal with the bullshit. Oh, I've got to move the Partisan. Hang on. Whoa. Okay. Doing things out of sequence. It's a massive rule-breaking session. 1, 2, 3. And capture those VPs just because I'm a jerk. So that now forces us, our hand in, we're going to have to move the reserves to counter the effects of some of that. So we're going to do that. Ninth Army. Ninth Army's hanging tough, except for that one little hole, but I'll plug that with 4th Panzer. And I'm going to have to move these Nimrods, 2nd Panzer. Maybe we just attack. Maybe just attack that guy. We'll teach him a lesson. Maybe shouldn't have moved in there. But I was trying to isolate Bryansk. So I don't know. 4th Army. I haven't moved 4th Army for 3 turns. That's how pathetic the Soviets have been. But I feel as though maybe 4th Panzer. Can I do something devilish with 4th Panzer? I think I can. I'm going to move an attack with 4th Panzer. And I may actually move an attack with the reserve chappies. And see, so I've used up my 5 chits already. So let's start at the top. We're going to move the reserves first. I've also got a reserve unit down here. He's just going to attack that guy at 2 to 1. We'll get that over and done with in a little bit. So let's put a little block there so I don't forget. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he's going to come down here. 1, 2. No, he's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you can't see. Shit. Hang on. Everyone wait. Here we go. Got to protect all these VP locations. I'm just afraid the camera's going to topple over. I got a new stand. YouTube has sprung this new app on me, and I didn't know about it until about 29 minutes ago when I tried to boot up the app. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm a bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they're going to keep this for a turn, and I'm not too worried. We can get it back, I hope. I'm going to have to cover this, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we need to, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do this. Let's just jump right in. And let's attack that at 2 to 1. Take a risk. Up here, I've got more reserve units, and we're in a spot of bother there, but we could attack here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 factors, and I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I could get a 2 to 1 attack. Ugh. And if I had to retreat, I would lose this guy. So that's not a good attack. But if they attack me and I have to retreat, I'm going to lose him anyway. So I may as well try and pop him. That's my thinking there anyway. So that's a 2 to 1 attack up there. This guy, nothing, nothing. I might try and block a little bit this way. I'm not too fussed about this route because it heads over here. But it's a long way to go, and I can double time some panzers over there if I really need to. So I said here was 2, 4. I could do that, and then this guy could go 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. That's all the reserve units. So that's all those guys. Now I'm going to move 4th Panzer. So Panzers will move, and let's see. Ooh, there's 6 factors hanging out all by its little lonesome. But I can't really afford the skinny. Can I? No, I can't. Alright, those guys are going to leave. They're going to leave and go cherry picking, I can tell. I got to hit those guys. I should have given 9th Army an attack, and I didn't, did I? Nothing. Dumbass. 6, it'd be a 1 to 1 attack. That's a horrible result. 1 to 1 attack. Can I do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get a 2 to 1 attack. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move that to there. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can't make it. 2 to there. It's looking mighty thin now. Oh, I've got a 4th Panzer unit here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it going to make it? That's not going to make it any better. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one, okay, I can pull another guy out of here, and we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can boost up down here. I'm a little concerned about the south at the moment. Though, you know what? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not that concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's see what we can do over here. Now over here, I think we can take a little chunk out of the hide with this attack here, because I've got a bunch of 4th Panzer units. I've got 6, 10, 16, 19, 19, who's your daddy? 19, oh yeah, okay, here we go. 19, 20 something, 27, and 3 more will make it 30. Thanks for playing. 1, 2, 3. That's 30. Okay, that's going to be 30 to 5. How's that going to make you feel? And it kind of skinnies me up there, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to take that risk. Now down here, so that was 4th Panzer, move and attack. We did that, and I've got 2nd Panzer attacking this hex down at the bottom, which you can't see. And did I not give 2nd Panzer a move? I guess I didn't. Alright, I'm going to check in comments real quick and just see if there's anything that I need to... hey, David Price. Itinerant, what's up, dog? Okay. All right, so let's resolve combat. We said we had, sorry, what did I say here? 30 to 5. It's going to be a 6 to 1 attack here. Let's just do this attack first because I care about that one. You know, it's amazing. I don't know what it is, but you know, I haven't rolled a 6 for 2 turns for the Soviets or for the Germans, in fact, and now I get a 6 on a 6 to 1. Boom, that kills that dude. Dead as a doornail. Gone. Thanks for playing. I don't really want to push anybody into that zone of control. But I could threaten here with my guys that can get two hex advance and push here. And these guys, I can just going to do a little bit of a jiggle around here with this stacking. I'm going to advance 1, 2. Oh no, they can't. They can only advance 1. Oh, never mind. I was basically going to advance these guys onto the road so they could move double next turn. Cheap trick. Okay. Pardon the glare. Attack down here. I haven't even done the odds. What do we got? 3. We've got 10, 13, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. Now you watch I roll a 1. 2 to 1. Nope, roll a 4. 4. And it's going to be just a straight 4 because all of the 1 unit is not attacking behind the river. 4 on a, did I say 2 to 1? DR1, so he dies. So that's awesome. So he just bites it. Now, and it could be said, is there some sort of latent bias going on in my gameplay where I said, oh, I'm going to advance into isolation there and try and cut this off, really thinking that that would be nice for the Germans. So maybe I was being a dick to the Soviets. So I tell you what, we'll leave that there for now. I'm going to not advance into that hex. Give the Soviets a break just because I'm feeling sorry for them because they suck and my die rolling sucks for them. Now, of course, you watch. Now I'm going to roll a 1 for this attack way up in the north. That 2 to 1 against those 2 mech units up there. Missed the box. Dang it! Fuck. Okay, it's a 1. Okay, that's really bad. Is it in woods? Because that's going to make it a 0. No, it's clear. Thank God for that. Okay, so what did I say it was? 2 to 1, and I roll a 1. So it's an AR, attack or retreat. So I'll move the camera so you can see. So 2 to 1. So this guy's got to die because he can't retreat. The Germans now get retreated by the Soviets. They go 1 to here and 1 to here, and it's open slather time. Now, how you feeling about letting that other Soviet unit live? Not so good, huh? Yeah, really, Bruce, I need to just shut my pie hole when I do these things. So, oh yeah, partisan attack. 2 to 1, -1 because he's in a little city that he captured. You know, little incredulous there. That's probably a village, right? And I roll a 5, so eat that. 2 to 1 with a 5, -1 for the thingamajiggy for the city. So we're going to retreat him into the open. 1. And then I'm going to advance and recapture that hex, and that will do that. And I had an attack down here that was a 2 to 1 attack as well. I'm going to keep pressing my luck. And I roll a 2, but it's not going to matter because it's in the open, and the result is an AL, which means attacker loses a step. But if you're German, you're awesome, and so you can convert that just to a regular old retreat. But the Soviets get to retreat you, and they're going to retreat me to here. So that lets me get to Roslaval next turn if I want to, or at least head in that general direction. Okay, that's a turn. Now, with me talking and crapping on, it took 40 minutes. So I've been playing a turn in 10 minutes. Or 15 minutes, because it's pretty straightforward. You guys want to keep playing? I'm happy to keep going if you want to keep playing, but if the video quality sucks, I'm inclined to stop here. So let me know. I don't know how much delay we have, but right now I'm sitting at 40 minutes and 32 seconds. But let me know if you want to keep playing. No, it looks fine. Okay, video quality is great. Okay, video. That's okay. But well, you know what? I want to get this game over and done with anyway, because I'm having kind of fun with it. I can't see the numbers up here. What does that say? 6 and 6. Okay, so now it's game turn 7. There are VP penalties for keeping the first shock army, but given how shitty the Soviets are doing, they're going to keep them. We're not going to worry about VPs. Well, we're going to try and capture cities, but Soviets can't win, I don't think, unless we get some monster breakthrough. So let's see what happens. And we'll just go through the exercise of having a game turn. Oh, I get to flip my disruptor, guys. So we do that. No one else is disrupted because we're awesome. And I've got to put a control marker down. I haven't even clipped these. Crime against humanity, but Orel is now under Soviet control. And there's supposed to be a marker here. So put one here. And there's one here, just to keep it all, legit. So it's really piss poor effort by the Soviets. Okay, I now have 6, 7, 6. No, I'm down. Oh, so last turn they cheated because they only had 6. So they have 6 this turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I used 8 last turn. I did take one out of the tank, so I'm going to take another out of the tank. I call this the tank. This is where you keep your spare APs. So I'm going to take an extra one out of there because we used 8 last turn. We should have only used 6. So I'll take one extra out of there. Okay, so I've got 6 to go. 3 and 6. Here we go. Ooh, what to do, people? You just got to keep attacking. You got to try and... There's no catalyst along this line. There's no catalyst for the Germans to budge 1 inch or to invest any APs in anything, because there's not enough force massed in a small enough area to beat the stuffing out of these guys. Kirov is an opportunity, but I don't have enough units. So I think we're going to try and do something in Kirov. Let's do a move and attack in Kirov. Let's do... let's continue... Yeah, this is a beat down here. Alright, yeah, we're going to play this turn, and then the game's going to be over, I think. Yeah, because we're screwed up here. We are screwed up here. I have nothing here. I need to move these forces south. So WR has to move... Shit. Okay. I guess the K forces have to move, and the N forces no one cares, but they're going to move. And I'm going to bank one because we may need one later, unless tell you what, I will play exactly by the rules and leave myself the choice after movement to use a chit for attack instead of allocating it all now. All right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at WL. I've got to try and pull something out of the hat here. 9 turns. There are. Saw that question there. Didn't see who asked it. Sorry for taking so long to answer. So let's see. I got 6 to 2 to 1 attack there with a -2. There's no real way to get an extra unit in there, so that's sucky. That's 6. Okay, that's great. Wow. Wow, there is really not a whole lot here. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, he can't get there. 2, 4, 5. No, can't get there. Put him. These guys will go here. These guys will try and attack this stack again. So let's put some chits on these things so we know who we're attacking. This guy. I can't attack that stack. That's going to be a 1-to-1 attack. Well, so be it. Let's use the big first shock army, the heavy punching 25. Let's see if we can do something with him. Let's just attack this 4th Panzer and see if we can smack the snot out of it. Well, I guess we'd better protect our flank, huh? Our rear. Let's do this. Did I give WR? I did not. I only gave him a move. You know what? A move might be just good enough. We'll see. But I'll use him to attack with. Oh, I didn't give WR an attack, so I am just going to use an extra point and put WR into the attack. All these other guys, I may as well attack here as well. 2-to-1. In for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, so that's move for WR, move for WL, K. We said K could move this turn. Let's move our little stand. I have to stand up here. I really should be attacking right there, shouldn't I? I'm pulling another AP out, and K's going to attack as well. We're all in this turn. It's all in. This is for all the marbles. And I don't have enough APs to make those guys attack, but I can move them. So we're going to pick up 2 VPs there, because that's a grey box, and that's 2 VPs for the Germans that they lose. And we're just going to keep moving. Where was that guy? Here somewhere? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, where was he? I think he was here. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to put a little control marker on that dude. And these guys are going to bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is cheesy, but that's what I'm doing. Because, you know, the supply situation is not going to be good. They're going to be isolated. It's going to reduce their movement, but they're going to be able to get the Veliki Luki, and that will then hopefully force these guys to drop back. That's all I can think to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys 2, 3, 4. All right. Cheap tricks are good tricks. Let's see what we've got. Let's do combat. Now, oh, partisan. Do I get a partisan? I thought I got another partisan. No, there's only 2. Was there 2 or 3? 2. I can drop paratroopers. There are Soviet paratroopers. Remember that game that has the Soviet paratroopers? I could land them anywhere in a clear hex. I guess it'd be a total dick move to land them. Just land them in Smolensk. See, that's how the Soviets just can play dirty. We're going to do that. Here we go. You're going to land them right there. That's what you get for not protecting your ass, right? You're going to land right there. They get to move this turn. Or even better, I could land them in Orsha, which is even further away, right? Oh, no. See that? Oh. It's not focusing because the messaging keeps popping up. This is really a shitty app. Who designed this? Some little hipster in California. So I could land right here, move, and take that. And take that supply hex. And why not? I don't know if that is particularly historical, but we're going to do it. Because that's the kind of guy I am. Germans have got everything pushed up front, and that is a personal problem by the sounds of it. Now, the Partisans need to move as well. Where do we go? Now I think we start messing with them. We go this way, up here. 1, 2, 3, and start trying to make them play whack-a-mole with us. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Okay, we let this guy survive down here. No combat down there. That little chip can go away. These guys didn't get a movement order. None of these guys moved to do anything useful. Oh, wait, yes, here. We're going to attack it 2 to 1 here because we're crazy. So let's do that first. This is now the combat resolution phase. Now that we've dropped our paratroopers. Paratroopers don't roll for anything. They land, as long as they land in a clear hex, boom, they're good to go. Now that I've done it, and I'm pissed off with how easy that was, I'm going to check it. Turns 4 through 7. It is turn 7, so just in time. Put it on the map during the airborne phase. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Land in a clear hex within 20 hexes. Okay, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can only land here. Alright, so we can't do that paratroop stuff. All that awesome, or that huge pile of awesome. That huge pile of awesome over there, that didn't happen. It's 20 hex range. That makes more sense and feels better. So I'll just land them here instead and put them in Vyazma. So that'll mess people up. And now that will also affect supply for the Germans. So let's get to the combat resolution phase. Did I hear someone? Did I see someone ask a question? Paratroopers stay in supply for the turn, and then after that, they when they're attacking, there is no negative. When they are attacking, supply works like this. I'll just it halves your movement, and it adds a benefit to the attacker, the person who's attacking the unit. But if they're attacking and out of supply or isolated, as it's called, it does not have a negative effect. Yeah, isolation has no effect on attacking units. Defending units are isolated. The attacker adds 1 to the die roll for the combat. That's it. And keep in mind, this is, it doesn't have the date. It doesn't have the date on this. It doesn't have the time duration for the game. That's just interesting. Does it say, and I don't see it say here in the game, what the duration of the battle is here. So that's a little disconcerting. Given that supply is not a massive impact, I imagine this is a fairly short period of time. It might be 1 or 2 days a turn or something of that nature. And it does not even give you a scale. I don't think. Let me just check here. Nope. No scale. So there's that. All right, let's just keep going. Like I said, this is a good introductory game. It's pretty straightforward, despite my hackneyed play of it, and it's pretty basic, and it's fun too, because this is just easy, and you're moving units around and you're attacking and trying to be a jerk with paratroopers and partisans and fun stuff like that. 2 to 1, -2. Roll a 5. Roll a 5 for the good guys, for the Soviets. All right, 2 to 1 -2 makes it a DR1, so they have to retreat 1. We will retreat them this way. Advance. See, if I advance into there, they're going to pound on me. I know it, but I have to advance. I've got to press on Roslov. And here I said this was 1 to 1, right? So we're going to do 1 to 1 -1 because of the town or city, and there's like another 1. That's an attacker retreat. So we'll send these guys back this way, and they all have to flip over. Not that it's going to matter because they flip over again at the end of the turn. And in fact, let's just leave them like that because it's not going to make a difference. Here, I got. Oh, I can't do that. I'm attacking from here. We've got 15 there. 24 to 4. 6 4 is 24. 6 to 1 and roll a 4. That's defender eliminated, but it's -2. So it's a DR4. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to back him up into there. And we'll advance these guys forward. And do that. Swings and roundabouts. 2 to 1. Another 1. No subtractions, thank goodness. 2 to 1. Where the 1 is an attacker retreat. So he pops back 1. I'll stick him across the river. Not that it, once again, not that it makes a big difference. So we'll leave him undisrupted. Now I've got this attack here, and I think I said it was 20 to 6. Did I put the WR on there? I did, didn't I? So I can use him. So it's 23. That's still not going to make a difference. Fuck it. All right, it's 3 to 1. Where's the dice? Where's the die that rolls a 1? Here it is. Okay, a 5 on a. What did I say? 3 to 1. DR2. Is it in woods? Yes, it is. So it's a 4, which is still a DR2. Now the good news is both those guys die because he's surrounded. So that is probably the best thing that's happened to the Soviets. I'm going to conduct this attack all the way up here. I got 11 there. 19. 23 to 8. 8, yeah, of course, 23 to 8. It's great. 2 to 1. I roll a 4. I think he's behind a river, so it's a contact, no effect. So, interesting turn. Let's zoom out a little bit. I didn't realize I've been crapping on here for an hour. I guess I talked too much. Let's see if we can get. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? That focus. Sorry about that, gang. Let's hold this up. So, not a lot of movement at the ranch, right? We haven't progressed very far, and we're probably not. What will happen? I'm not going to stop. I am going to stop live playing in a minute, but I'm going to keep playing because we got the Germans' turn to come. But I'm running out of voice here. But it looks like the Soviets have got a run on Velika and then potentially down to Vitebsk, which is right here. And there's another town here that they can scream along with these 7 movement factor units, which are out of supply. So that will be a detriment to their movement rate. So we're going to have to work that out for them. There's potential to press down if they could clear this hex. Did I not attack this? That's right, I didn't give them an attack order. Ran out of points. We attack that next turn. That'll clear that as a supply route. These guys will be back in supply pretty quickly, unless these guys interfere. No way to move through here. No way to move through anywhere here or here. Very thin here. I've only got this big monster division and a couple of supporting divisions. This line refuses to yield, and Bryansk is a little bit of a cluster as well. So tough going for the Soviets in this game. I think my mistake was not playing aggressively enough in turn 1, 2, and 3 as I was feeling out the system. I wasn't prepared to take 2 to 1 attacks. I was looking for primarily 3 to 1 attacks, but because you only have a 50. Well, let's see. It goes from 0 to 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So from 0 to 3, you get results that are not good for the attacker, basically contact or a step loss or a retreat, and then the rest are retreats for the defender. At 3 to 1, it magically drops. There's only 2 results that are negative, and everything else, 4 out of 6 chances, 4 out of 7 chances, sorry, 2, 4, 5 out of 7 chances are results for the attacker that are good. So significantly different. And that's why I was shooting for the 3 to 1 odds, which kind of makes sense. But you've got the clock running against you, and I guess I didn't factor that in enough. So piece 59 minutes 36 seconds. Let's call it here. I will play a little bit more, make some notes, etc., and we'll come back and re-engage at some point in the near future. If you want to see a live play of this, get on the YouTube vid and post a comment encourage me to get back on it, and we'll wrap it up and finish the game out live. Otherwise, we'll move on to something different. Talk to you guys soon. Take care, all of you, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.